Harry and Meghan saying farewell to life as they know it, marking their final day as senior working royals on Instagram, writing, "Thank you to this community for the support, the inspiration, and the shared commitment to the good in the world," adding, "You've been great." The couple will always be the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, but will no longer use their Royal Highness titles and will give up their wildly popular Sussex Royal Instagram and other branding. The decision to step back following hints of unhappiness seen in a documentary filmed during their Africa tour last fall. Harry reliving the memory of his mother's tragic end.
Every single time I see a camera, every single time I hear a click, every single time I see a flash, it takes me straight back.
Meghan candidly discussing her tough adjustment to royal life.
I never thought that this would be easy, but I thought it would be fair. It's not enough to just survive something, right? Like, that's not the point of life. You've got to thrive.
Harry and Meghan also acknowledging the global pandemic in their farewell, noting, "We are focusing this new chapter to understand how we can best contribute. While you may not see us here, the work continues." The couple, who have recently been based in Canada, have now reportedly relocated to Meghan's hometown, Los Angeles. President Trump tweeting about the couple's arrival, writing, "Now they have left Canada for the U.S. However, the U.S. will not pay for their security protection. They must pay." A spokesman for the couple responding, "The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have no plans to ask the U.S. government for security resources. Privately funded security arrangements have been made." Their return to L.A. also marking Meghan's return to show business.
Elephant, narrated by Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex.
The former Suits star,
Yes, I work here too.
lending her voice to an upcoming nature documentary on African elephants. Meghan narrating Elephant in exchange for a charitable donation to Elephants Without Borders, a conservation organization in Africa, a place near and dear to her heart and Prince Harry's. Maybe a clue to what lies ahead for the Duke and Duchess as they seek to build their financial freedom and pursue their charitable interests on their own terms. For today, Natalie Morales, NBC News.